So, got the mask, which is good. Everyone should be wearing a mask right now. Everyone. Got my hairband. This is the fit. I'm going to Home Depot to get some soil and maybe some more plants to take care of while the others are blossoming. But that's what my plans are for today, and I'm excited to show you what I'm going to be doing. I have a whole little garden growing. If you follow me on my Instagram, which is therealdogmom, you would know about all my plants that I have. That I started specifically over quarantine. And why am I wearing a mask in my car? Because I'm a dumbass and I forget to put things back on. And that's where I'm going, is the herbs. Okay, it's blurry, but the main reason why I didn't have my camera out was because, oh my god, can you focus on me? The main reason I didn't film in there was because I didn't want my touching my camera and touching other things. But as you can see, I got 2 bags of soil, and I'm going to show you the, like, I think there are 5 or 6 plants that I got. Habanero, jalapenos, cherry plant, more rosemary, sweet peppers, and another pepper. I think it was a purple pepper. The sweet purple pepper. I like peppers a lot, so I have like red, yellow, purple. I want to plant and grow my own orange peppers, but I need to get seeds for that first.
No. I mean, the house-sitting staff is always so often, but...
Alright, it's really loud out. Oh my god, I just saw a gecko. I don't know if you can see him. Come back here. Trying to witness your greatness. Oh. I wanted to show you guys my garden. Everything I have so far. And I'm going to work from left to right. So right now, I have my cilantro. Moving down, we got my lovely serrano peppers. Look at them. And I have these so then the tendrils can start growing around them to give them some more support. I have chives. This plant is actually the plant that my grandma gave me, and it's growing so much since I've had it. Like, this whole thing right here has grown in like 2 weeks. And then I got some daisies. So I planted these for Thor, and they're doing okay so far. These are dead poinsettias. I don't know what we're doing with those, so they're just kind of there. But this is more cilantro. Until I get a bigger container, another one at least. It's gonna stay in here. It's like a little girl holding my cilantro, which I applaud her. It's a random plant we have, like really random. These are my radishes. Like, look at the roots and everything. It's so cool. I love plants. I love them. Like, oh, this makes me so happy. Next up, we got habanero peppers. Just planted this the other day. It's gonna take at least a couple weeks for it to get taller like my tomato plants and bell pepper plants have. But I'll get to those in a second. This is just regular jalapenos. Same thing. I need to put some more support for it, but for now we're just gonna press a little bit down. We have your sweet peppers, because we're going over to my peppers in just a bit, but I like this plant the most because it looked the most healthy out of all of them that was at Home Depot. But yeah, see, look at that. We have yellow peppers. These are like your bell peppers. These are like the tiny little yummy peppers. These are the actual bell peppers. This has actually grown an inch since I've had it for the past 2.5 weeks, which is awesome. These are all my herbs I'll get to in a second. But this is my okra. Look at my babies growing. I got a new one coming through. But look. I'll show you everything else up here. Maybe I'll just go from like left down and then right over. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is my basil, oregano, parsley, my this is mustard, I believe. Mustard, dill, and my basil. No, this is basil and this was something else. Just kidding. Oh my god, no. I ran out of tags. I have to look at my video that I posted. But basil, what was it? There's something else. If I think about it, if I figure it out, I'll put text and I'll tell you which one this one is. Here we have basil, oregano, let me get back up. But so we had a wine rack. We turned it into a plant holder, which is really great. I have little wind chimes. But these are my red bell peppers. It's gotten tall as heck. And then purple bell peppers. I didn't know those existed until I found this. So cool. Look. Actually purple. Really cool. But I ran out of, what's it called? Of these things. I ran out. I have to get some more so then I can label everything down here. And, my oregano hasn't popped through yet, which I'm kind of worried about it. But, my parsley just started coming through. My dill is doing great. If you can see all that, like it looks great. I love it. It's doing so well. Same with my basil, it's coming through slowly but surely. Now going over to this regular sized tomato plant. I have this in here. It also moves. For support until I can get more stakes and everything. But these are just your standard big boy tomatoes. So I wanted to have those with like sandwiches and like pretty much that's it. And salads, you know, like cut them up nice. But the leaves are really good on this one, like really good. So I think this one's gonna do really well. Then my tendrils, I don't know if you can see, my tendrils have already started to wrap themselves around the stake here. And it's so cool. Like you can see all the tiny little ones starting to wrap around. Like we have these, they're originally for like big plants like orchids, but I stole them from my mom and I'm using them for my green beans. So this is my green bean plant. As you can see, my green bean name tag down there. This one was actually the one that started growing the fastest out of all my plants. But literally, it's so cool to see how everything is like wrapping around all of the spikes that I have. Even the butterfly one, there's like a tendril up here. It's just so cool how everything is growing. Like, look at all that. It's a system. It's so cool. But these are my two big boys that I know are going to be big. But this is my tomato section. Okay? So, I have my super sweet cherry tomatoes. And these as well have grown about 2 inches. I would say this one's grown almost 3 inches. My yellow cherry tomato one, which is already starting to flower. I mean, look at that. I've got flowers all over it. So hopefully by next month I'll maybe get something growing, like a tiny little speck of a cherry. That'd be super cool. Also my hand smells like tomato and I love I love the smell of it. But my regular cherry tomatoes, nothing sprouting yet for like how would I say, like a flower, but it has grown itself. So I try to feed it coffee grounds like every 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, I'm so impressed with them. Now more of my herbs, like besides those, I have peppermint. And this thing was tiny before. Okay, this thing was tiny. And then I got some leaves. I have to look into that. Well, this one's new. But all of this wasn't here. It was like half of this. Like half of this was my plant, and now it's grown into this, which is really cool. But I'm going to be using these to make peppermint tea. When I was younger, I used to take the leaves off and just chew them because they tasted really good. I have rosemary. I got another one so that maybe they can like combine and like make a bigger bush. But my lavender is doing so well. It was tiny as well. But look at this. I got my first little lavender bud, and it's making me so happy. And I know one's going to be sprouting out of here soon, but that just makes me super happy that it's doing so well because it's gotten so much taller. All this lettuce you see here, I grew in my house and transferred it in here. This is my celery that I also grew in my kitchen from the ends from an old celery stalk, and I got a new piece coming through. But I just planted this in a pot yesterday, so we'll see how it does out in the real world versus inside my house. I'll show you. This is Seth, by the way. People on TikTok named him, but Seth and Gwyneth is actually still in my house, which I'll show you. But Seth did really well, so he got moved into the pot first. I'm actually gonna get some sticks to like hold him up because he's like slouching. These are my cucumbers. I have to get a 3-foot pot for my cucumbers because apparently that's like the best way to grow them so they don't their roots don't rot. So I have to get that. But other than that, these are my veggies, my greens. That plant's dying. I don't know what's going on with it. It was an old plant, but I think my mom just killed it. This is my garden. And I'm gonna get this reference over here. So then when we come back in about 2-3 weeks, we can see if anything has changed.
No, Dave, Dave. So you're telling me not just the news, not just
I like the kite.
that's what you have to figure out how to put it out there. Oh my gosh, where's the thing?
So then we can scare the squirrels away.
I'm kind of even thinking of putting it on top of the umbrella, so they look down and they see it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Gwyneth. She's doing her best. I have to remove the dead ends, but oh goodness, you can't see her in all her glory. This is Gwyneth. She chills here now. Until she gets this much taller, she can go outside.
Just make sure make sure the basket's in the car. And my wallet, my card.
Little birdie. Look. It's a little birdie. Hold on.
Look.
Hold on.
No, look at me. Let's stick it. It's looking for Angry Birds. Angry Birds!
Oh, you get tiki toss. Oh, is it one of those like ring things? Yay! Yeah, this hole's for my dog, but look at all the tendrils.
Every 4 minutes I get free. Or get say the medical things.
Oh, okay. Do you want in or out? But I'm excited. The habanero pepper. It's doing really good. Yep, my mom is sneezing really loud. But look, oh my god, this is so cute. I got a little bud for my chives. This is cute. There's my cilantro. I'm gauging it by the little tag here. So before it was a little bit shorter, now it's getting taller. Once it passes this, then we're getting some height. But if you see right here, it's actually a cilantro leaf. Yay! Finally getting something. And then I don't know what happened over here. The wind maybe, but you weren't so hectic. There we go. But these, there's no little leaf buds for cilantro. They're still pushing through. I'm gonna give it like a couple more weeks. I don't know why this one is so far over, but I need to get it. Take one of these. There. Have something for its support system. Next to it, we have the sweet peppers. I have like whatever I can to have like a support thing. The wind is really bad the past couple days. The fairy wing over there. I don't know if I can zoom in. But the fairy wing I'm using as a support for my yellow bell pepper. As you can see right there. Yeah, it's keeping it up. Then I have more basil right there. Everything else is taking its time for the dill and the mustard. And then this, the chives here, are starting to peep through. Let's see. I need to move these into a bigger pot and get them a support system. Look at my mustard. My dill's gotten a bit taller since the last time I showed you guys. And then I'm marking the height with this for my tomato plant. More flowers are popping up. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's. He's so cute.
Now, Carol. No way, man. Carol? Oh, man. Filmation? You know what?
His little tongue. my charger port is broken on my phone, so I have to use a wireless charger to charge my phone, which sucks because I miss being able to hold my phone wherever I wanted, but now I cannot. What I do every night now is I try and stretch with like just sitting and leaning forward because it helps my back. This is my space, and I'm going to read for like an hour. I'll show you guys my update from last week of my garden. It's looking good. It's looking really good. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip. My mom made dessert. She's been cooking a lot. Like cooking a lot. She found like a slow cooker recipe book and she's been cooking a lot. I know that there's, what's it called? It's like something chocolate. I don't like chocolate, but it looked really good. So we're gonna see. I had to put my moisturizer on. Oh, so my mom and I are in the morning. We're gonna watch Tarzan, and I'm really excited because I love Tarzan, and it's finally on Disney Plus. I say finally because the last time I tried to look for it, it wasn't available. And I think now that there's quarantines going on, they're like putting everything out. I don't know what's going on. I could be very wrong though. I could be very wrong, but yeah. So I cleaned off my desk. I have to take those out to the garage, but I have some candles going. But I did put my pop figures back up on the shelf. Tonight I'm going to be reading The House Witch. I liked it so far the past couple pages I've read, but definitely would recommend, even though I've barely gotten into it. I really like it. One of my subscribers got me this off of my wish list, and I can't thank you enough because I love the concept of it. Here are my books I like to read nightly, but I made a candle holder out of this container of marbles that I collect. So if you go to any shops and they have marbles, send one my way. I love marbles. But yeah. Where did the candle go?
You're a sunflower. I think you love